Welcome to Skyheiser Productions' Front 9 coverage of the Southside Showdown at Wilmore Park. This, again, is part of the Killer Bee series. We have Zackeriath Johnson, Andrew Presnell, Aaron Walther, and Seth Wood. I'm joined, as with the last tournament, by Aaron Altstadt.
What's up, guys?
Wilmore Park and Jefferson Barracks will be the two courses for today's event. As we fly out over the water here, big shout out to Iron Barley and Smokin' Aces Disc Golf for their covered sponsorships, and the St. Louis Disc Golf Club for allowing us to be out there, putting on these great events. The courses looked amazing, and I know the players had fun.
Hole 1 is a par 3, 205-foot shot, slightly uphill.
Pretty much like either backhand, forehand, whatever you want. It's going to get you off for what should be an easy birdie here on the first hole. As we look at Andrew coming in. This is the Sunday tournament to the Killer Bee series that they did. Saturdays was the Rock Road Rumble, and Andrew had lost to Zackeriath in a playoff on the first playoff hole, so I'm sure he's looking to get some revenge here. Not a bad shot, circle one there.
Now we've got Zackeriath lining up his shot, going about the same route.
That right side probably is the most comfortable throw for players, but it's got the lower ceiling compared to the forehand.
Laces it right up in the middle and just gets stopped by the tree.
That tree could have an issue. Unless you're a left-handed player, then you can take that left side.
I think I'd prefer that forehand gap.
Aaron's routine never changes. Little nose up and he does hit the tree. And it ain't like it mattered any. What a way to start the round. This here is Seth Wood. Seth's from Deloge, Missouri, and he's the new member to the coverage for the Killer Bee series. Yesterday we had Alan Hooper and the other three players, so we'll get to see Seth today.
Seth sent that up a little high, but he manages to get through all the trees and gets in circle one.
Just looked like it was just left of the basket there.
First hole jitters.
Every hole jitter for me. Zackeriath's got to straddle out to get a look at this one.
Makes it look easy.
Same with Andrew, those two guarding trees in the front. Hold both of those players up.
Easy birdie.
Good comeback for Seth. And now we get to Aaron's drive.
Easy peasy.
Would you rather have an easy drop in or actually have a putt on the first hole to get going?
Easy drop in. No question.
Hole 2, we're playing to the A-pin 453s, par 4. Down here underneath these, it's downhill to the basket and then it flattens out right a little ways before the basket. Elevation change. The cart path on the left side is OB on and over. And that pin's probably circle's edge from the cart path, so.
Here we've got Andrew lining up a turnover shot.
Got it out around those first trees clean. Looks like it's gonna. Oh, it hit the tree by the path and kicked it further right. Didn't allow it to turn back.
Just outside of circle one. Zackeriath looking like he's going to take the same route except forehand.
There's that blue forehand disc he's been ripping on.
There you
Well
go.
done.
Parks it.
Great shot. Aaron's going the same route. Of course, though, for this lefty showing us how to do everything backwards here. I think we called it a par 4 on a fly through, but this is a par 3.
Woo!
And Aaron's getting it off the cart path. He's going to be pin high inside circle.
Stretching her out.
And Seth Wood rounding it out, going the forehand route.
Yeah,
Forced turnover, perfect flex,
Catches a tree.
and nice to win coverage. So he's going to be outside circle 1 here, and looks like he's got some limbs to contend with. He's going to dial that in. Both putts so far for him have been right at it. Little high and right by Andrew.
Aaron from circle's edge here.
He went
Soars
over
as
the
well.
top too, yeah. Alright, Andrew's lining up his par comebacker.
Center chains. What was the wind like during this tournament?
They were relatively calm. This round was still mid-morning. Wilmore is always known to have like the thick grass. I'm sure around the baskets it's going to get beaten down as the days go on, but it's not going to see as much dirt and hard pack as you might at like Endicott or JB for the next round.
Hole 3, we're going to the C pin position, 460 feet. Looks like we got a wall of guardian trees coming up to the basket, which is slightly uphill. Looks like players are going to be picking their lines and sending it up the hill.
Definitely a hole where they're trying to just get through that first initial wall of, like you said, the guardian trees. Once you get through there, then you got a pretty routine upshot to the basket. Anything short of there or anything well short of that, then you got to contend with them twice.
Is Zackeriath lining up a roller here?
Be a play. You don't have to have no air. Grass is thick, but his roller shots, when they're thrown that far like that, it shouldn't be an issue.
Unless you catch
Debris,
limbs.
yep. Dead limbs in the pile off to the left, right of the fairway.
Run away.
Andrew here. Got it high. Looks like he hit one of those early trees there. Just knocked it down below him.
Aaron's lining up his backhand.
Probably backhand roller. Yep.
Looks like he's slicing past the
Got
debris.
through there. What a shot.
Gives him a good look at a birdie there. Seth Wood lining up his shot.
There we go. There's the air shot. All the way through.
Perfect.
So you can definitely see what the difference will be between Andrew's upshot here, still contending with those trees, and what Aaron and Seth are going to get to see when they're throwing their second shots.
He had the perfect area to throw that shot for the birdie. Look. Zackeriath lining up his forehand. Just going to place it under the basket.
Great skip up to the basket. You can tell both of these players have played this hole before. They know exactly where they needed to hit short of the pin, especially on that hard pack surface that's on this one due to the hill, and get the disc to settle in.
Seth Wood also parks it, and Aaron's just gonna put it right up under the basket as well. Not trying anything major.
Looks like we're gonna see a star frame here.
One.
Figuring out who's going next.
Two.
Camera crew, anybody want water? Run over.
Three.
All right, coming in the hole 4, 385. You got the left side where you can push further down to 4 through the fairway here with less trees in the way. You'll see rollers, forehands, backhands, whatever you're comfortable with. Just pick your gap and go for it.
Zackeriath Johnson here lining up his forehand shot. Trying to get through as many trees as possible.
You got to keep it low. That's pretty much the key for any of these tall oaks that are out here. The gaps are wide, but those iron leaves are everywhere.
Zackeriath catches an early tree, drops a little short.
Andrew's going to take the backhand route. Keep it low and skip it through. And that too caught one of the early trees. A lot of work left to get up and down.
Those mature trees are really stopping these discs.
See Aaron taking the left gap. And he threw it high.
A little too high.
If it's wide enough, he can get through, but it wasn't. Came out early. That left gap has a little bit more room. You got to be wider than both of those throws.
Seth Wood going for the right gap.
Push something up there far and close and make up some strokes.
So Steven, which gap are you going to hit on this hole?
I'm throwing this shot right here. Just a trusty power backhand.
Yeah. Woo!
And that's a great shot. I'm probably not going to bite off that much, but it's just something I know it's going to get me down the fairway. What a throw by Seth. And you can see from back here, there's lanes for it, but you'd rather just have that putt. Andrew have that left for his par.
Zackeriath lining up a forehand. Nice and easy. Almost puts it in.
Off the top of the
It's a great
cage.
shot. Aaron looking to cash in.
This is in his wheelhouse. Right down the middle here. He was making them all day at the Rock Road. And he put to get that distance.
Just shy, but right on target.
So Seth looking to be the only lone birdie on the hole.
It's a great one to get back.
Everybody else here hoping to clean up their pars. There's a small ditch right where Andrew's at, and that's probably what's giving him just a little bit of footing thought.
You said footing, and I thought pudding.
I don't know what to say to that.
Hole 5 is a par 4 563-foot hole, you want to get through the first bunch of trees here and get out into the open on the right hand side. You do not want to be on the left at all.
Apologize for the last drone flight on this hole. We had some technical difficulties with that footage
You're going top gas.
as we watch Seth on his drive here. Again, like what you're saying, you know, down the middle here, away from the left and right sides, and players will find a pretty solid opening. At the end, there's a few trees, the towering pines that kind of line the edges, the far edge of this. Once you get past those, it opens up greatly. The pin's just left of all these trees. Zackeriath going with the roller. He's been killing that roller all weekend.
No.
Looks like it just hooked up right of those trees on the far side. I don't think our cameraman down there was ready for him. Smashed that roller drive.
Here's Andrew lining up his shot.
Ooh, he needs that to get through.
Fights, but not enough.
It took some off, but he's gonna, at least he's not getting knocked down in those trees. Aaron with his backhand roller. Grass took a lot of steam off of it, but he pushed it way up there. It's probably 30 or 40 feet further than this spot right here, so it's a great drive. You can tell the small trees, the newer, younger trees here, once they grow, it's really going to make this hole difficult for the second shot as well. As that's probably circle's edge short, definitely want to push deeper.
Aaron here looks like he's got a good line. Keeping it low under the tree. He also ends up short.
That basket is uphill, and it could have had something to do with it, trying to keep that low ceiling, but then it's gradually going up away from the player.
Seth hoping to capitalize on those mistakes.
There you
Just
go.
a little long, but that'll cut.
Great up shot. Wow. How far Zach's drive went on that backhand. That forehand roller all the way up, almost out of bounds.
He doesn't waste any time putting in those up shots.
Wobbled out of the hand. Missed it left. Probably one back again.
Aaron also sends it a little wide.
It was a very humid day out there. Calm right now. The wind to pick up later on in the day. Sun comes out. It's just going to get hotter.
Aaron tapping in for his par.
Andrew here to save his par after a relatively short upshot and then a wobble putt. Just get out of this hole, move on to the next one.
Zackeriath tapping in for his birdie.
All right, hole 6. Players are going to want to land right through here. This is a good landing zone. The basket is in the long pin position. I don't even know if it's a permanent pin position. This is on and over the path left for out of bounds. And right about here is where they're going to start looking at coming in for their second shots. So it's about 150 to 200 is your range to land this first tee. And then from there it's another 300 feet to get in towards the the basket. Really just a simple hyzer off the tee here from around these two trees. The further left you are, the better look you might have on your next shot like this right here. Great shot by Seth. If you push it too far deep or too far right, then you're going to be pinched off and really have to throw it out and around that dry creek that's over there on the right hand side just to get back to the basket. Andrew's going to have to contend with that. He looked like he pushed through the thick stuff though, so he should have a decent footing.
He also doesn't have a forehand, so.
This is a Mando on the tree on the left here, so Aaron can't take that direct line. Just trying for that soft turning backhand.
He really pinched himself off with that small tree there.
Big spike hyzer really has to get it out around everything, especially the guardian tree on the approach shot. Left it short, but from where he was at, with everything he had to go around, Zach's nestled up right against this tree here.
That was a tough lie.
Really had that thought of hitting that hand on that tree was in his mind. You could tell the way he yanked his hand back after he released.
But he's in circle one, most importantly.
Well executed. Anytime I got something like that, no matter how confident I am in my shot, I always
Do something wrong.
do something wrong trying to not hit a hand. Great shot by Seth. He's playing this hole as it's designed. Andrew has good footing, but he's got some limbs in his face. Look at the strength to push it all the way down that right side. What a throw.
Wow. Hits the gaps, lands in circle one.
From a standstill, too.
From a standstill.
Great strength.
Aaron just laying up to take his par. Andrew here hoping to cash in on that great upshot.
There he goes.
Awesome putt.
Great putt. After what he was throwing on the last hole. Smashed it in their center basket. Ooh,
It's a tough pill to swallow there for Zackeriath.
off the right side. Great three by Seth. Nice birdie. And now we're cleaning up some pars.
Hole 7, we were going to the C pin position, 420 feet. We gotta send it right through all these guardian trees here. Very mature trees. And we're gonna be on the edge of the hillside with the hill sloping away from the basket. May see some rollaways on this one.
These guys got the arm to get it out and around. But if you, as Seth's showing, if you try to throw that high any shot and you turn it over too soon, you're going to get held way back down the fairway. He's got a lot left now from that. You can try to throw the flex shot over everything, but with the way it goes away from the basket and the trees, the height of these trees can really sneak up on you down the fairway here.
And this grass is pretty tall, so you won't see very many skips.
Nice, dude.
Andrew.
Great
puts
flex
it
shot over, yeah.
right there in almost circle one, it looks like.
You have a putt looking down the hill at it, but it's a great drive. Give yourself a look.
Zackeriath going for the forehand.
God, that thing's stable.
Gets out and around the tree. Looks like he lands a little long.
Your stable destroyer?
Oh yeah.
You said some go.
It's gonna have a rough putt coming back.
Aaron goes for that big hyzer. You ever played on tee pads like these that have that tapering effect that are wider in the back and get narrower?
I thoroughly enjoy those.
Just a lot of good work put into these courses by the club, by its members. A lot of thought put into the designs of many of these great courses. You can tell this is a hole though that might not get mowed as much, and as soon as these discs hit the grass, they're sticking. Zackeriath's pin high, but probably 40, 50 feet left of the basket. Just a nice upshot, get it up there.
Andrew taking his time.
Big putt here on this front nine. You gotta keep up with.
Leaves it
He
short.
wanted it and just left it and just came up short, and wondering what he could have.
You can tell the humidity is affecting the players.
Definitely going to their towels and their dirt bags or birdie bags or whatever they have. Chalk bags off the top of the cage, off the basket.
Thankfully, it just lays up flat.
This is Seth's third shot. Nope. That'll keep him 3 under, along with Andrew and Aaron. And then we'll see Zackeriath. These guys tap out. They'll all tap out their 4s. Aaron's 2 under. And then Zackeriath will be 4 under. So going into hole 8 here, it's still really tight. A good battle. Hole 8, 311 feet. It's uphill to the pin. Any forehands or shots from the left side, I have to get over these initial trees. There is an opening on the right hand side that the players could hyzer into the basket, take a straight shot right at it.
Seth here is lining up the forehand shot.
Great flex forehand by Seth Wood. See Andrew take the other side. The more open route, this would be the direction I would try to go with it, but I'm just a lot more comfortable with the backhand throw anyways. Great pump. You gotta get underneath that limb. That's the only danger on that side, and then it's just clear to the basket. Pin high. Looks like Zackeriath's got that metal flake destroyer again that he's been crushing with. There's the height that you're looking for.
He gets up and over the trees and lands
Great.
right there next to the basket.
Great drive. And I will see Aaron take the same route, just backwards. Unconventional. He's throwing the disc wrong. Goodness gracious. No. Aaron's a great player, great guy to have on a card too. Haven't played around with him, but I've been in a couple tournaments. Real nice guy.
Looks like he catches the last tree. Had a really good shot at landing right under the basket, but he'll have a nice putt.
Where you at, Aaron?
Seth really hoping to get that one.
He really pushed it further than I thought down there on that left side with that turnover forehand he had. That was a heck of a drive. Ooh.
Injured off the top of the basket. Sends it a little bit down the hill, but not too far.
Making those comebackers. He's saving those pars.
Think the wind's a little bit of a factor here.
Not, I mean, it could be at this point. The leaves are moving. I think it's the a combination of just the heat, the little wind that there is, the elevation changes. This course really takes advantage of all the elevation changes. We see Zach miss his birdie putt.
Ouch.
Had a chance to gain more ground on the card here.
What is that, the second or third time that he's done that?
Easily.
Ouch, that probably cost him.
Hole 9, we're going to the pin right here behind, or right next to this tree. Again, just like hole 8, you can take the right-hand hyzer route on the gap, or you can throw something higher and left. More of a flex shot to get around the big oak tree there on the left. Opens up at the basket.
Aaron flexing one out.
Yeah, Ron.
Gets it around the tree and parks it. A little bit of a roll away, but he'll have a look.
324 on the scorecard. Probably playing. Well, it is playing more than that with the uphill slope here, but
And having to get over the trees
yeah,
or around.
yeah. This would be the route right here. There's just less to stop you, less to get in the way. But that's the issue. Is if you run it too far long, or you come too short with it, and the grass stops you, then you got that big putt looking down the hill. He knows the right
Great
line.
shot.
Great
Puts it
shot.
right next to the basket.
Who would have thought another backhand or forehand by Zackeriath?
Going up and over the trees, flexing it out.
Look at the stability on this disc. He really puts him on such a steep Anheuser line to get force over. He just crushes on him. It's working.
And he's just behind that guardian tree. Great putt.
Hit those right side chains again, but it caught this time, so that's nice to finally see one make it for the stick.
So frustrated about the rest of those putts.
Oh yeah.
It always goes through my mind. Yeah, sure, I can hit a 30-footer, but what about the 18 to 20?
Seth doesn't need any chains. Bounces it off the top rim.
Aaron looking to finish off with a birdie.
Andrew to do the same.
Try to finish this front 9 out strong.
Star frame for the card. Pretty good strong finish for the front 9. There was a few missed putts, a few shots that people would want to have back, but for the most part, I mean, it's as far as we're concerned, viewership, this is a tight battle on the front 9. Zackeriath's 5 under, Andrew, Aaron, Seth all 4 under par. They got 9 more holes for round 1 here at Wilmot Park, and then they're going to head over to Jefferson Barracks for round 2. Stay tuned for more Skyheiser production coverage of this Southside Showdown. Thanks, Aaron, for being here.
Thank you.